I must ask you about governor-to-be. It's a very close vote right now, Judy Shelton. I want you to explain to our audience what her theory is grounded in traditional economics. If it's not classical or neoclassical, if it's not Keynesian, what is Shelton theory as you perceive it?
Well, I don't think I understand her theory, to be very blunt about it. Look, I think it's unfortunate that the Congress Republican Congress is pushing forward to confirm Shelton and Waller. I think it would make more sense to leave those positions open so that Joe Biden could put his imprint on the Fed. End of the day, though, if Shelton were to get confirmed, I don't think it would make a huge difference in terms of how the Federal Reserve sets policy.
Bill, I must ask you, and this is so important, if you don't understand her theory, do you perceive that she's coming from some convolution of Austrian economics and a traditional historical German economics, literally from another time and place?
Well, she's been inconsistent over time, right? On one hand, she espouses sort of gold standard hard money. On the other hand, she now wants interest rates extraordinarily low, even before we entered the pandemic. So she seems to bend with the political winds, and you really want the Fed to not bend with the political winds. You want them to be independent of the political pressures.
Well, Bill, let's talk about process and just wrap things up there. I've lost count of how many meetings you must have been to at the Federal Reserve. If there was someone with a more unorthodox approach to monetary policy and policy setting, how loud could that voice possibly be if she was confirmed?
Not very loud. I mean, the way the Federal Reserve works, it's a consensus. It's a committee. The chairman sets the agenda. If you're, if you have views that are not shared by others on the committee, you can dissent, but you're not going to have any meaningful impact on policy. I think, if Shelton is confirmed, I mean, the main implication of it is just that Biden wouldn't have a chance to appoint governors to the Fed, and that might slow down his ability to put people in place that he thinks are more consistent with his policy views, not so much on monetary policy, but in terms of financial regulation and bank regulation.